Welcome, everybody. Jennifer and I are so excited that you are here. In the past, we've actually been live on Facebook onto my page, my group, her page, and changes in social media don't allow us to do that anymore. And so we greatly appreciate your flexibility in joining us on Zoom. I know we've got people that are going to be watching it on the replay. So as you just heard, we are recording it. I will download it and upload it to YouTube, and both Jennifer and I can share the replay with our communities as well. So we really thank you for coming tonight. Feel free to interact in the chat. Jennifer's got some slides to show along with her presentation, but we are just tickled that you are here. Snuggle up with your blanket or hot tea or whatever you have by near you this evening. And Jennifer, thank you so much for coming. I'm very excited about this topic. I was intrigued by your live you did in my community yesterday, and also by your email that you sent out to your community as well. So looking forward to hearing what you have to share with us tonight.
Absolutely. All right. So give me just a second here. We'll get right to the presentation. Change this. All right. So are you able to see the presentation there? Yes.
It's clear.
Perfect. All right. Well, ladies, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, that's what they tell us, right? And it truly is. But we know, as busy women, the only reason it really truly is wonderful for everyone else is because we prepare for it to be wonderful. And when I say prepare, I mean prepare. I know, I am you. We do all the things, right? We get the menus ready. Have you already worked on your Thanksgiving menu? Comment menu if you have got your menu ready for Thanksgiving. I already know what I'm supposed to take to my holiday gathering. All right. Schedules. It not only is your already busy schedule, but we have all the extra things that happen during the holiday season with the Christmas parties and the concerts and all the things. So I know you are preparing your calendar as well for all of those activities. And we can't forget the decorations because, that's what makes the season extra special too. All of the fun decorations. I appreciate decorating for fall, but if most of us have transitioned into Christmas decorations, so have I. A lot. I have decorated a lot already, and I'm sure you have too. And then there's the gift list. Of course, you have to start that. Have any of you already started your Christmas shopping? I would love to know. I have not even scratched the surface on mine yet. But with all of the preparing that we do with the menus, the schedules, the decorations, and the gift list, my challenge for you tonight is to spend some time preparing yourself for all of these activities. Before we get into the workshop, I want to give you a formal introduction of myself and welcome you to this workshop, Prepared for to Shine. So a little bit about me. My name is Jennifer McAlexander. I'm a certified Christian image consultant. I received my certification through Style by Color. I've been a Mary Kay consultant for 22 years. I have other certifications that allow me to pour into young women through a program called Reveal Your Dignity, through the Women Ambassador program, which helped me reach women who are coming out of troubled situations, and also be a Style After 55 coach. And I know a couple of you on tonight have participated in one of those workshops. So comment Style After 55 if you've done that with me before. And I would be remiss if I did not tell you that I am also a smooth sister, as are some of you. And here are my favorite products from Ruby Ribbon. And of course, Brianna is my stylist. These are the ultimate Cami and Demi. I swear by them. I wear them every day. So if you need a favorite, these are definitely ones to check out. Now, we're going to talk about shining tonight, and I want you to notice this picture. This was my kitchen floor on Tuesday evening, and it's covered in glitter. Now, one of my special roles right now is decorating the Central Park in my small town in Iowa for the holiday season. The big reveal is tomorrow night. And one of my projects that I wanted to tackle this year to freshen the display up was to redo some wreaths. So I had a big, huge wreath hanging in my kitchen on a hook, and I was redoing it. And one of the picks that I had chosen to use was gold, and it was covered in glitter. So, of course, you know what happens when you use things that are covered with glitter. You get glitter everywhere. And I mean, this is just a small sample of what was all over. Now, I tell you this because not only the glitter was on the floor, the glitter was on me, the glitter was on my rugs, the glitter was on my counters. And as I walked through the house to do things like go to the restroom, the glitter followed everywhere. So it has become kind of a laugh this week because my husband will say, "Guess where you have glitter now?" But the fact that this glitter travels everywhere is important as we get into the subject of shining. I want you to consider the next time you see glitter, and I want you to remember this presentation because it is important that we shine. And just like glitter, I want you to stick to people and I want you to pass it on so they don't forget that shine that you have. Now, because I'm a certified Christian image consultant, I like to include my faith in things. And in this passage, it says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Matthew 5:16. Now, right there, the Lord has told us that we are supposed to shine. All right. Now, it's not just for self glorification, right? Not just to draw attention to ourselves, but so that we can show other people the good deeds that we're doing and draw attention to Him. So, we are going to prepare to shine. You like my little swoosh of glitter there? It's going to stick with you, I promise. So, what are we going to do as our very first step to shine? We are going to smile, all right? Because it makes a huge difference. When you smile, your whole body relaxes. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. That's a quote by Phyllis Diller. And if you're a woman of a certain age, you probably remember who she is. She was a famous actress and stand up comedian. But isn't that so true? When you smile, your whole body relaxes. Now, the holidays are wonderful when we prepare, but they are not void of stress. And life itself is stressful. So, step number one for your acrostic for shine is smile. Now, I want you to smile with H, which stands for hue of color. All right. Now, color is what I do, right? I am a certified color analyst. So I look at all your features and help you figure out what colors are best for you. So here's a sample. All right. Now look at me. All right. I didn't do all my face or my hair. I just put on two different colors. When I analyze someone, I'm looking at their dominant features. All right. So for me, you can see I have dark hair and I have dark eyes, right? My eyes are very dominant on my face. All right. I'm fairly light skinned. So when you pick a hue of color, I'm always looking, it's not really about the color just itself. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, I can't wear red or I can't wear purple." Well, chances are you can wear those colors, but it's the intensity of the color. I want to match the intensity of the person because the goal is not to draw attention just to your shirt. The goal is to draw attention to you. I always tell my clients, I want you to look like a beautifully wrapped package, right? From head to toe, all complete, drawing attention to your face because that's where your mouth is. And what you have to say should be important to hear. So if there's anything on your person, too sloppy, too sexy, whatever, that's distracting from the eye of the onlooker, they're not going to be able to focus on what you have to say. So let's look at my pictures here, right? My dominant features when I assess the hair, the eyes, the skin, and the contrast level. Now, you heard me say hair, right? A lot of companies are trained not to address the hair, they pull it back. But as you know, most of us have changed hair color. or do frequently, or we've been a brunette and now we're gray, right? And your hair really is one of those things that we have to play into the big picture of your gift, your present. All right. So look at what I have here. All right. On the left, the no picture, you see that my head is sort of disconnected from my body, right? It doesn't cohesively connect to what's below my neck, right? It's just my head. Now, consider the picture on the right, the yes picture. I have changed my shirt to something that is deeper, richer in color, the deeper red versus the coral, right? You can hopefully see the difference in those two pictures just from looking as the eye of an onlooker, just like you would if you saw me on the street. All right. I want that cohesiveness like is visualized in the yes picture. Now, I don't want you to just think about a hue of color on your person, right? But I want you to think about a hue of color on your lips. Okay. Now, look at this picture. I did my eyes in both pictures, but it's very hard on the no picture on the left to find my mouth because my lips just blend in with my face. All right. You can see them a little bit. Now, when I put on lip color on the yes picture, there is that cohesiveness that is created there. It's the same color I have on right now between all of my face. And it makes my lips easier to find. Why is that important? Well, that is important because when people can find your lips, it's much more effective to communicate. A lot of people have problems hearing or finding your mouth. And if they can find your mouth, they can follow and read your lips, and that helps with that communication. If you are a woman who spends a lot of time on Zoom meetings, that is an important thing to remember. And just in general, like if you're going to spend time putting your eye makeup and everything else together, don't forget your lips. It's very important. Now, I'm going to go back to this picture here. I want you to think about the color. Comment for me what your favorite color is. I don't care if you would say it's your best, but what is your favorite color? I would love to know, right? Now, when you are picking color, I want you to think this holiday season, is it a happy color, right? Think about a color that you love to wear that you just feel good in. I actually like to wear yellow. I can use my swatch deck and I can find the right shade of yellow. I just love yellow and I feel happy in it. This time of year, I also love to wear red. Anybody else love red this time of year? A good, clear red is something that just makes me happy. So think about what colors make you happy when you're putting together your outfit to help you shine. Maybe it is a holiday hue. Maybe it's a red. Maybe it's a green. Maybe there's another shade that you really like to wear this season. And maybe it's a hot hue or something that helps you feel extra feminine and lovely. Whatever that color is, I want you to embrace. If you need more help, I would love to help you with that. Reach out. Now, I've got a free download on my website. So if you go to my website, jennifermcalexander.com, there is a download that's called 5 Colors Anyone Can Wear. And that will get you started on the process of finding the right hue for you. All right, so we're going to start with a smile, wearing a hue of color. And we're going to pair it with an item of interest. So I for interest. Now, interest can come in a lot of forms this holiday season. And honestly, it is a great time of year to embrace items of interest. So let's take a look at some items that you might already have at home that you could include in your outfit. Okay. Now, all of these items in the next 2 slides are from Chico's that made it super easy for you. But I did note that because I've been doing these for a while, and inevitably I grab a picture from something and then someone falls in love with the image and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I love that jacket. Where was it from?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I got to think." So, I've done the work for you. Let's look at option A. All right. She has sequins on her shirt. That is definitely an item of interest. And you hopefully saw my sweatshirt. You may be able to see a little bit of it now. It is full of fun sequins. So if you are a blingy girl who likes a little extra, now is an easy, I mean, super easy time to find sequins. If you love sequins, comment sequins in the comments. We would love to know that. And honestly, it doesn't matter where you shop because I think every store that I've looked at online or been at, including Walmart and my small Iowa town, has something with sequins in the women's clothing department. So consider sequins. Those are definitely an item of interest. Next, we have shiny leather. Leather is just classic. It was trending last fall. You're going to see it this fall and winter all over the place, but especially shiny leather. So if you are one of those people that love leather, comment leather for item B here. And she has got this great jacket on here, again from Chico's, in a black shiny leather. Great outerwear piece, that outer layering piece that she can add to any top. So check out C. Now this one might surprise you. Do you see what her item of interest is? It's that brooch. Now, if we look real close, she has a little bit of sequin on her sleeve and her collar is furry, but the item I want you to pay attention to is that brooch. All right, now I don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I've actually looked online and found a category that said brooch. I know, right? So this is a great time to go through your jewelry box and look to see if you have any brooches. I will tell you, I actually have some of my grandmother's brooches. I actually love brooches. I think they dress up a blazer. You can use them to pin a scarf. They really are fabulous. So I definitely recommend that you check out and see what you have in the brooch department. All right, another item of interest. Let's look at picture A on the left. Look at the lovely necklace, statement necklace that that model is wearing. Again, from Chico's. Now, one thing I want you to consider about this necklace, it has a lot to it, right? And you might be like, oh my goodness, I'm a pretty small person and that necklace would eat me alive, right? It would be too much for me. The fabulous thing about this necklace, it's a statement piece because there are different elements to it. You have the gold, you also have the classic pearls. But this necklace comes as segments and then ones that you can wear it all together. So that's a great one to check out. A statement necklace, something that has extra bling, is definitely an item of interest. And this one that she has here is perfect because you can mix and match it with so many things. Now let's look at picture B in the middle of the screen. You're going to notice that she has a pattern. Patterns are a great thing to wear as an item of interest. This is actually just a patterned t-shirt from Chico's. I love it. It's fabulous. It's got beautiful colors in it. You could totally change the look by the layering piece that you put over it. But let me tell you something about patterns, girls. Patterns can be your best friend, all right? Especially if you tend to be a woman who has a little extra in her tummy. Patterns minimize and they maximize. Let me explain this further. If you are a woman who needs some minimizing, say you're a very large chested woman, or you have a little extra fluff in your tummy, and you really just don't want to draw attention to that. Now we know your undergarments make a huge difference. And when you're smoothed out, that is the very first place to start with your ruby ribbon. But the second step in that distraction process to help you feel more confident and distract the eye of the onlooker is to wear a pattern. That pattern reduces the focal point, right? It eliminates a focal point because there's no one place for the person looking at you to focus. They can't really focus on your breasts or your tummy because the pattern is busy. Now, if you are wearing a solid shirt, there's nowhere else for them to look because it's just color. And so those points, your breasts or your extra belly, might be more visible. So consider a pattern. Now, I said it also maximizes. So if you're someone and has the opposite issue, or maybe you're self-conscious about the size of your chest, you're like, man, I take some of hers because I ain't got nothing. Same principle, right? You can wear a pattern and the eye of the onlooker is distracted and they aren't going to be paying attention to what you do or do not have in that department. So I love patterns. Finding the right contrast level of patterns is super helpful as well. And those are things that I help my clients with. But look for some great patterns to wear this season. And then our last picture here is C, texture. Texture is another item of interest that you could add to an outfit. Now look at these fabulous jeans. They have pearls scattered over them, right? A great texture. Now consider, what else might you add to a wardrobe or to an outfit that would have texture this season? How about fur, right? Fur is a great one, and you'll see that in a lot of places. So consider all of those things: sequins, shiny leather, sparkling jewels, patterns, blingy jewelry, and textures as items of interest when you put together some outfits for the holiday season. Okay, so we're smiling while we're wearing a pop of color, right? A hue of color. And we are doing that paired with an item of interest that energizes a neutral. Now, a neutral is just a shade that goes with anything, right? It doesn't have a real dominant feature to it, but you should have great neutral pieces in your wardrobe, ladies. Neutrals are the essential elements to every good wardrobe. So, what does that mean? Well, first, let's look at the colors. We have a navy, we have shades of gray, we have shades of brown, and we have black. Also, cream, ivory, white, right? Those are all great neutrals. Now, when you wear and you know your best neutrals, having quality pieces that fit you well in those colors will help you create the foundation for any good outfit. It's good to have tops and bottoms that match. So a navy top that you love with navy bottoms. If you're in doubt of what neutral is the best for you, navy is one of those 5 colors that looks good on everyone. All right. And I mean everyone. So it doesn't matter if it's your husband, if it's your mother, if it's yourself, it will look lovely on every person. So you can never go wrong with navy. All right. So consider what your best neutrals are and make sure you have pieces that you love in your wardrobe that flatter your figure in those colors. So, for example, a great pair of navy pants, or maybe black is your best neutral, a great pair of black pants. And I mean, things that have structure, that fit you well, like those are the pieces that you spend more money on because they are going to give you the love and support back that you want them to have. So let me show you a couple pictures here of myself. All right, so on the left, I have black. I have a basic black tank on. I actually have black joggers and I put some loafers on. And now to dress it up, I threw on a blazer and added some jewelry, like as simple as that. Now on the right side, I did essentially the same thing, except I put on a navy tank and navy dress pants. I even left the same jewelry on and I added different shoes and a different blazer. I'm a blazer girl if you haven't figured that out. And look how I just took basic neutrals and added an item of interest and that great layering piece and created some simple outfits. And I could change out those layering pieces all day long because I have those great pieces in my wardrobe as my neutrals. All right. So we're going to smile, wearing a hue of color, paired with an item of interest that energizes the neutrals while sharing words that encourage. Ladies, this is one of those other easy elements that you don't have to go to the store to find, but it will truly help you shine. When you give someone words that support, give them confidence or hope, especially this season, it will make a huge difference to them and you will shine because you will see the joy on their face and they will shine as well. So let's look at a couple more scriptures. Proverbs 12:25 says, anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. We know this season can also come with stress and anxiety. We talked about that. But when you share kind words, it can totally change someone's day. And it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You could just see someone in line at the grocery store and her hair might look fabulous today. And you might just need to say, oh my gosh, your hair looks fabulous. I love it. That might make her whole day. I mean, something very simple. So look for ways to share kind words. This one, Ephesians 4:29. Now, this is one that maybe you need to remember when you're with your family. Okay? Don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Ephesians 4:29. Ladies, let's remember to use our mouths to encourage and build others up. Sometimes that is the hardest to do with those closest to us, especially our families. And as we're gathering together over the holidays, numerous times between Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the New Year's, even into Valentine's, right? Like, think about the words that are coming out of your mouth and if they're building those people you love up. Now, I also want to be conscious of the fact that this time of year can be extremely hard for those of us who've lost loved ones and others in that same situation. Psalm 34:18 says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I challenge you to consider those who are close to you or those you know who may have lost someone close to them this year. All right. Or even this time of year, because it's a very hard time. I actually had a brother who passed away December 7th of 2020. So I get all the feels, right? It's really important that you use words of encouragement and that you talk about those people and you find ways to celebrate the life of that person and use your words to encourage people who are in that situation. Now, some of us need to be encouraged ourselves. So here I am to encourage you. Joshua 1:9, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Ladies, all the things that we have before us, all the preparations that we have to do, be encouraged that you're not out there alone, right? The Lord can go with you. And you have all of these smooth sisters here in this group that would love to support you as well. I know Roy, Anna, and I would be more than happy to pray for you if you just reach out and let us know how we can support you in that way. But be strong and be courageous. You can do this. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'm a list person. I'm sure there's a lot of you on tonight who are too. So this is time to check your shine. This slide is actually going to be in a Facebook post in the Smooth Sisters group. So if you want to download it and use this as a reference to remind you of this presentation, you absolutely can do that. You can also take a screenshot if that's helpful for you. My challenge for you is to take 30 minutes. I'm confident that you can tackle this checklist in 30 minutes. Give yourself permission to spend some time on yourself. I failed to mention that besides all the gatherings, right? Like, this is picture season. And I know there has to be at least one of you on here who are like, I would rather put my head in a bag than have my picture taken. And I'm here to tell you to be in the picture. All right. Be in the picture, be in the moment, be present with your family and friends. You can shine in the pictures. I promise you it's possible. And if you need help, I'm your girl. All right. But make sure you're on the other side of the camera and you can shine, follow your checklist. All right. Smile. Now, you don't have to go shopping for that, right? It's there, it's on your face. When the post comes out after this session, I want you to comment on the smile picture and post a selfie of yourself smiling. We want to see you practice, all right? I want to see some great smiles. Now, next is hue of color. I want to see your lip color, all right? I would love for you to comment on that picture, what your favorite lip color is. If you need help in that department, I'm your girl too. I can help you. I can give you some samples. All I have to do is look at your face and I can pretty much figure that out. How about your clothing? All right. So you've got your smile. You looked at your makeup. You're like, yep, I've got some great lip color. What about your clothing? Do you have a couple tops that you're like, I love the color of these clothes. I love how I feel in them. They make me happy. They're holiday season colors, whatever it is. Go through your closet, find a couple great tops. Now, why are you doing this? Because when you're doing all the other things, you have to wear clothes, you have to get dressed. So it's important that you have a plan for yourself. All right. So smile, you've checked your colors. How about those items of interest? While you're in your closet, look to see, what do I have? Does the top have a pattern in it? Do I have an outer layering piece that might have fur or some kind of fun sequins, something that's going to add interest? And then go quickly to your jewelry box and look there. How about those brooches? You got any of those? How about a statement necklace or earrings? What could you quickly add, even to a basic shirt, that will help add an item of interest? Now, in your closet, you're also going to look for your neutrals. If you do not have great neutrals to build your wardrobe upon, that should be on your shopping list. All right. Life changing when you have great neutrals that you can use to put together an outfit. So make sure your neutrals are covered and think about ways that you are going to encourage words of life to yourself and others. If that means that you're going to take some special time every morning to get your mindset right, do it. Just even give yourself 5 minutes to help get your mindset in the right place. And on that post, I also asked you to think about ways that you could encourage other people. Maybe it's even more than words. Maybe there's some act of kindness that you do. Maybe it's for your neighbors. Maybe it's for your mail person. Maybe it's for your pastor. Maybe it's for your kids' school teachers, whatever it is. Comment there because your act of kindness or words of encouragement may spur someone else on to do something similar for the people around them. All right, ladies. So here we are. Here's our acrostic for shine. We're going to smile while wearing a hue of color paired with an item of interest that energizes a neutral while sharing words that encourage someone to smile. Now look where we started. We started with a smile. And do you see where we ended? We ended with a smile too. Because when you start with that smile and you look like that pretty package and you add that encouraging word at the end, it's contagious, just like my glitter, right? And you have then passed on that smile to someone else who hopefully will do the same for someone. All right, ladies, I know you need to get off this call and go back to your many, many to-do lists, but now you are prepared to shine.
Jennifer, that was so fabulous. Oh my gosh, ladies, just find that reaction button and drop some hearts for Jennifer. This was like total ministry and encouragement. And I know I feel so much more equipped, and I do want to check my neutrals out. I am wearing my new lip color, one of my 2 new lip colors from Jennifer right here, actually. And I am so excited for those of you that have made it now to the end of the replay. We are very excited to hear your response as well. And so whether you're watching it in my group or on an email from Jennifer or from I or on her page, we want to hear what you thought as well. So be sure to comment along or hit that reply button on any email or text that we have sent out. And thank you so much. This has been an absolute blessing for all of us here tonight.
You are welcome.
Ladies, thank you for joining us for this special event. And, I usually have Jennifer come around to my community a couple of times a year. So stay tuned for what's in store in 2025. And be sure to check out that free download as well. The 5 colors that most anybody are able to wear. Thank you so much for joining us. You've got lots of hearts and lots of nice comments as well. Have a good evening, ladies. Take care.